Sweater to the truth, nothing but the truth. Put my hands on the Bible, y'all point me to the booth. Sweater to the truth.
Hey yo, real quick, you want the opportunity to rock some new merch? Go to the description box and hit that link, imagodayapparel.shop, and place your orders now. This helps me to deliver more content and give you the quality that you need. Again, that's imagodayapparel.shop, and we thank you for your support. Peace and love.
And all your purchases, proceeds, giving, donations, all that go to helping me bring you better content. So you are greatly appreciated. Yo, what's going on, man? We got a good one for you all today, man. So we have Dr. Umar Johnson, who went on Nick Cannon's podcast, which is called Council Culture, and talked about a range of things. But I got two things in particular that I want to talk about. One I will address today and the other one tomorrow. But the one today is, has the N-word become innocent? I really believe that Dr. Umar Johnson made some very good points when it comes to the N-word, the N-word in particular. Now, I will be honest to say I don't agree with Dr. Umar Johnson on everything. So for people that that watch my show, don't take this as just because I agree with him on this point that I agree with this man on everything. I disagree with him on a lot, actually. But without further ado, let's tap into it.
Oh, instead of saying
let's
nigga,
assume that's correct.
And it's factual.
Stay with me.
And then we went to nigga, so there was never that was not the same term
I got you.
as nigger, the dehumanizing term.
Let's assume your premise is correct.
Okay.
Do you think that our brothers on the street who call each other nigga are doing it because they understand that history? Or did they take the pejorative term that was used to disgrace their race, remix it, and use it? In other words, when our people use the N-I-double-G-A, they are borrowing the N-I-double-G-E-R. Yeah. And they are simply modifying it for social purposes. The point that I'm making, Brother Nick, is I believe psychologically, it still carries the same stain of dishonor.
And I wouldn't have no other choice but to agree with that because of its origin, its originality. It was used simply to disgrace our people. And so in my mind, I would just think that you wouldn't want to take something that a racist white person had made anything and use that at all. You would just want to completely do away with it. No black person use it, no white person use it. I've talked to older people to where they told me that when that word was used, it didn't matter who said it, white or black, those were fighting words. And so in the same vein, in the same sense, I feel like if we actually understood just how disgraceful that word actually was, I don't feel like we would even try to use that as a term of endearment or brotherhood. If that was the case, we would just be like, my brother, as we often say.
Okay. So, and then because I'm just offering up.
In other words, if we have a guest speaker and I say we got a nigga coming to the stage, is anybody expecting an attorney, a Nick Cannon, an engineer, an entrepreneur, a surgeon, a doctor, a psychologist, when you use the word N-I-double-G-A, do you really believe that anybody, black or white, expects the person attached to that title to be something that children can look up to? And if the answer is no, N-I-double-G-A is just as disgraceful as N-I-double-G-E-R.
Keep it a buck, bro. I would think that I was in a club. I would think that I was at a cookout. I wouldn't think that an intellectual was coming up to the stage and talk to me simply because how he was announced.
I can't argue with you. But if I can add an addendum.
Sure.
The community nomenclature, the idea of we've taken something negative, embraced it, took the power out of it, and made it our own. to what we originally started talking about. And that's the only reason, because you said we don't have, I forgot how the term that you used, to where we police our own. There's some autonomy in our in our culture.
Yes, sir.
We can say, I can say Dr. Umar is my nigga.
To use it as a term of endearment, or somehow this notion of we're taking the power back from it. I feel like to truly take the power back from something is that when it's used in general, whether it be white or black, it wouldn't bother you. So if a white person said it, you wouldn't allow it to bother you. That's what I feel like is taking power back. It's like when we often say, when a person can get you riled up, or when a person can make you angry, when a person can make you mad, it's because that person controls you. So in the same sense, I feel like if we're taking that power back, then whenever it's used by whomever it's used, we aren't bothered by it. But I do believe, and I just have to be honest, that when we use the word, we still keep racism, or an aspect of racism, still alive, because we're constantly being reminded of that racist word that our ancestors were called. And it usually meant something like ignorant, dumb, stupid, lazy person. Many people got different definitions, but we do know that the word ignorant gets tied to it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I haven't used the word. I used to use the word all the time. And I use it every blue moon when I get mad. But to just casually use it, nah, I don't, because I do respect and honor my ancestors. I've come to learn that if it was disgraceful to them, and out of respect for them, I won't use it. But the thing that's funny to me though, bro, is how we can take the N-word, something that was originally racist and meant to tear our people down, how we can take that word and try to change it or use it as a term of endearment or empowerment or brotherhood. But when it comes to the Bible, people say that it was a book used to control slaves, when the Bible was written long before the N-word even came about, long before the establishment of America, long before all that, when the Bible actually is a book for empowerment, a book for true freedom. That's crazy to me, yo. I never understood that. But yo, let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace, love, I'm out.
Swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. Put my hands on the Bible, y'all point me to the booth. Swear to tell the